I am really gonna need all of the doll companies to like meet together and plan out their releases because this was a lot of really good stuff in one week. Okay, maybe not all of it was good, but it was a lot of doll information in one weekend. A lot of people want to support it, but not like this. Hola, hi fashion doll lovers. My name is Christopher E. Bienvenidos to Just Christopher TV. In today's video, I'm bringing you some doll news, and it's crazy to feel like I'm bringing you doll news when we just went through an event. But it seems like every company under the sun wanted to release something. Some of it was good, some of it was questionable. And there's another topic we need to talk about, but we'll get to that one eventually. So sit back, grab a snack, grab a beverage, hit that hype button, and let's get into today's doll news. Okay, first up, I have something that I usually don't cover, but I feel the need to talk about because, well, why? So I'm starting the doll news with the 2025 Birthday Wish Barbie. Now, this is a IP, a collection, a series that's been going on for years. And it seems like every year that's been following, she gets cheaper. Now, I don't mean the price. She is said to be $34.99. She is said to be found at Barnes & Noble's already, listing wise. Although no stock photos have been found. I just found this on Instagram. I do not remember by who. I do apologize about that. Oh wait, I think it was a plastic. It was something plastic and the name is not coming to me. But anyways, reason why I wanted to talk about it is because what is this? What is this dress? Is it a 3-piece? Is it a 2-piece? Are the sleeves removable? Why is there like pleats and a bow in the waistline that doesn't seem to go with the top? What is this? And I understand that this particular doll is intended for children, but what child in 2025 is inspiring to look like this? And by looking like this, I mean the dress. The dress. I'm not talking about the looks. I'm literally talking about fashion. I live with a 5-year-old. I currently do. And she's heavy on her Disney princess era. And this wouldn't be a dress she's into. Okay, these girls nowadays, these 6-year-olds are quite fashionable for their age. What is this? What are these sleeves? What are these bows? Where is the taste going? Where, like, Barbara used to be our like tastemaker, or at least she was on the button with the taste. Even at Playline, okay? Even at Playline. So what is she wearing? I have so many questions. And again, like this is a line that's been around for nostalgia, so it is what it is, but what is this? Like, does Barbara need to start wearing like a suit or something for her birthday wishes? Because these dresses aren't giving birthday. They're giving, I don't even know what they're giving. Because what? Let's move on. Because I don't have much words. I just wanted to share how bad it was. Hi. Yeah. Let's get into this one. So, it seems that the community has been made to think, or you know what? No. I take that back because what I was about to say was going to contradict where I'm going with this. So no. You know what? I take it back. What we're going to talk about next is Sasha finally joining the Hello Kitty squad. She is joining the squad after the public spoke, the public demanded, and the public fought. Amen. We should send doll collectors out to government because obviously y'all know how to make things get done. Now, The images for Sasha have been released. It is said that she will be costing $34.99. Before I move forward, I just said $34.99. The Barbie Wish birthday thing that I just spoke about was also $34.99. I did say 34, right? Yeah, well, it's $34.99. Both are $34.99. And the qualities are light years away. But I digress. The images for Sasha have been released because you can pre-order Sasha. Sasha will not be available till June, if I'm not mistaken, when I did my notes, of 2026. Here's where I have a problem with this. Okay, let me scoot in there a bit. So, was it 2 weeks ago? I feel like it was 2 weeks ago. I didn't make a Dawn News video for that because there was just a lot going on. So I made a community post about the K-pop Demon Hunter pre-order from Mattel. And I found it interesting that Mattel decided to use, I said AI, someone in the comments said CGI. Either way, it wasn't a product shot. Okay? I find it very alarming how okay people seem to be with the fact that Mattel and MGA, because these images are not product shots, how people have been okay, it seems, because I haven't heard anything about this, to follow the hype of pre-ordering a doll based on a created image and not a product shot. Now, these dolls at these companies, when you pre-order, you have to pay in full. So you are putting a full payment on an illusion. Let me say that again. You are putting a full payment down on an illusion. And correct me if I'm wrong, there is no fine print on any of these images saying that the final product might look different because they're trying to pass it as the final product. But as it was said in a comment about the K-pop Demon Hunters, things had to move quick because they just got the licensing and they just wanted to put something out there. Well, it would have been a little bit more, let's say, appropriate, transparent, to maybe release a sketch, a drawing, not a computerized image of what you hope the final product is going to look like. Because obviously a prototype has not even been developed yet. And the same can be said for Sasha. Now, where things get a little murky with Sasha is that there are blurry images of a doll in a box that looks just like this doll floating around the internet. Now, those can also be generated images. You never know nowadays. But what I found interesting about these two companies, larger companies, big companies, who have been obviously doing very questionable things lately, is the fact that no one seems to be upset about their use of it, but yet everyone's really upset about Integrity Toys using short AI clips in their online presentation. And here's where I will stand up for Integrity Toys, is what I'm going to say. I personally do not use AI anything. Okay, maybe I've used ChatGPT here and there because I'm not that confident with my writing. But I do not use it for imagery. I don't use it for drawing because I've gone to school for drawing. You've just seen me sketch in a drawing video. So those aren't things I'm comfortable with. In the Integrity Toys presentation, although an AI clip was used for entertainment purposes, we were still presented photos of a prototype. We were shown a clip of a prototype spinning on a table. Okay, got it. As well as there was a prototype of a product in the hands of the designers at Integrity Toys. I completely understand why the use of it is troublesome. Unfortunately, it's gotten out of hand. And I'm really getting to the point of I don't see the same energy for these bigger companies as I see for the smaller company. And I'm very confused when in reality, the bigger company is selling you a dream while the smaller company was showing you a product. So we are very excited about Sasha. We're very excited that we got that made. And we're just putting in that deposit on an illusion because none of these images are of an actual product. And I specifically have the image of Sasha with the other three girls because the image of the other three girls in this shot is obviously a photo of the product that was produced, while the Sasha one does not actually fit in no matter which way they scaled it out. So I say that all to say, no, I do not believe in AI being used to replace art. But I do find it interesting where a lot of this anger is placed. And I do find it interesting how little people notice how much they are putting venom in other people's joy. And that is where I'm going to end that segment of this because we have other things to get to. And this topic has gotten out of hand. So we're moving on. Up next, the 4 dolls that no one really thought they were coming. I didn't expect them. I honestly forget about this anniversary every single time. JHD has released their 8th anniversary white gala set of dolls. We have Anime, that is really her name. She is the redhead, and the figure, because they're different, that she is on is the fashion figure. Then we have Yaya. She's on the Katie girl body. And then we have Jasper and Beck. I believe Beck is a newer face that we've been loving lately. But yes, that's them. That's the group of the gala. Each one has an edition size of 500. They are slated to be released spring 2026. Now, the website I got this information from says, for VIP members, these dolls are $135. For non-VIP members, these dolls are $145. When this information was first sent to me, I feel like the price that I saw was lower because I remember being like, although this price is lower and probably more appropriate, I still think it's expensive. And I want to say that that price was like $120. And I don't know where I saw that price, but that is a price I saw. So don't quote me on that one, but this one was on a website on Google. So I guess hold on to that one. Let's get into this. Where do I want to start? I like to see that the guys are fully dressed. I do think the fit of the blazer is a little awkward here due to the body shape. I don't think the tailoring was done as immaculate as it could have been. I love the idea of this white gala. Where Jamie's show, whoa. It's been a crazy week because that is not what we're talking about here. No. That's not what we're talking about. Where JHD continues to lose me is, what else? You know, like we have 2 male figures in a suit and then we have 2 female figures in a gown. Do we get accessories? Is the stand going to be like a moment because it's an anniversary doll? The product shots have been hardly ever released. And this is another company, talking about AI. This is another company that is known for retouching their photos with AI and using AI backgrounds for their photos. Don't hear people say anything about that. I don't have the image of the doll in the box. I only found one and I didn't find the other, but that particular image, now that I think of it, is a strong AI image. But I digress. One of my biggest issues with this is just it doesn't feel anniversary at all. It feels just kind of like a wedding set. I almost feel like the male and the female should have been included. I do remember JHD doing this, I think for like a holiday set, and maybe it didn't work that way, and this is why they're not selling them as individuals. The girl, this dress just feels lazy. It's a sequence dress with chiffon over it that all comes from under the arms with some gloves. The hairstyle and the makeup look stunning and perfect styling with the earrings. But the dress just, where's the art? Where's the creativity? It looks like just a slip-on dress. Like, give me straps. Give me a cutout. Give me a train that's detachable. Give me something that shows you put some kind of effort. This literally feels like I just decided on white looks that I found on Pinterest. I have the sequin fabric and I'm using the sequin fabric on the girl and the guy. And we're calling it a white gala. No. Like, give me something. And I think this is where JHD loses me, is the fact that like JHD be giving me like Mattel quality with like Mattel prices now without the same quality. Like, it's just not adding up. And the creativity also just does not seem to be here. Now, I know a lot of people have been loving the back from this collection, but every time we look at back, we're like, okay, what's something missing? Like the hair, I saw someone comment this on Instagram and I agreed. I agreed. I don't know if I said it in the comments, but I agreed. Someone said that this hairstyle looked like one of the hairstyles from the WAP music video with Cardi B. Yes, yes it does. And that's what it reminded me of when I saw it. Yes, yes it did. It wasn't giving natural curls for a guy. It was giving, I went somewhere in the 1960s and I got a real like pin-up curled press situation. Just, no. I'm sorry, but once again, no. Just no. No. You know, up till this moment right here, this video has been kind of sad. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I just pressed pause before I got to this clip and I was like, damn. I feel like I was on a high with the IT event, although it was a high that drained me because that was a lot. That was a long day in front of the camera. But that was a high because there were just so many good things. Although I didn't need all of them and I obviously didn't want all of them. It just felt like a really good collection. And then as I was processing that, all of this stuff started to come out. It just felt like a lot, right? So yeah, that's where the feeling's been. But we're turning that around. It's gonna get better. We're ending this video on a positive note. For somebody. For me, right? Whatever. Let's get into our last stall of the video, shall we? And that is model number 3 from the Series 2 Paris Defa Lucy. This doll had past tense, an edition size of 650 and she sold for $95. I say sold because by the time this video is out and filmed, she is sold out. See what I'm saying? Like, and this particular girl was just, let's get into her. Yeah, let's talk about her real quick. Now, the first 2 dolls in this series introduced a new body, and it was kind of like a color variant of this very simple outfit that I personally was a little tired of. It was like the little tweed Chanel suit inspired thing. And I was okay with not being able to get that. Financially just wasn't it. I've said that a lot. I apologize. It's just where life is, okay? We all seem to be talking about it. But when Model 3 came out, I was like, oh, we're talking, okay? She was giving items. She was giving looks. She was giving. It was fabulous. I also love a redhead. And then when I saw the product shot in the box, I was like, oh, it's like a gift set. She has lingerie. I'm sad that I just cannot right now because of the Integrity Toy event that just passed. But if I could, I would have, because you, girl, you had it going on. The shade of the green trench, the trousers, like it just, as a whole, She was a very fabulous doll, and for her price at $95, and for the quality that I know Defalucy gives me because I purchased it, oh, she was worth it. So for those of you that were able to get her, congratulations. Okay, let me know how that body is. I hope to be able to at least get one of the dolls from this series. Although I don't know if there will be more. We still don't know how long or grand this series is. So far, there's only been 3. They don't seem to be doing the same rollout as the first one, so I'm not sure if there'll be more. But anyways, if there is, I just want to play with the body. I know I said a lot of stuff about it the first go, but I at least want to feel it in my hand. I like a little hand on hand experience. You know what I'm saying? You could judge, but you can fully really understand the judgment when it's in your hands. So this Defalucy was everything. But where she lost me at was, and I should clarify, it wasn't the doll that lost me. It was the brand that lost me. Because, so sad, so sad. I remember telling my friend, like, you know what, I'm cool on like not really going after the dolls. The first 2, they weren't looks that I really was loving. And I don't know if I'm ready for this body. Like, it's fine. Like, it's just not working out. When 3 came out, I was like, ooh, okay. I still can't do it, but it's going to be okay. I'm going to wait until the end. And hopefully at the end, they do the same thing they did the first round. And they release like fashion separates, right? But they're going to do that at the end. Defalucy, why? Why would you release the fashion separates right along with model number 3? And it seemed like all the separates for all the separates that were sold complemented model number 3. Particularly. I don't think they complemented the first 2. Like, all of these items look like variations of this doll. And I'm like, why didn't you wait till the end? This is what I was hoping for. This is where I thought I was going to be able to like be a part of this series. But no. You did it now. And well, some of the items are still available, I should say. I have some notes. The trench coat, which was sold as a separate in navy blue. The doll came with a green one. They were selling a navy blue one. That sold out. And that was priced at $40 for the trench coat alone. Then they had 3 different colors of the sweater. The white with black lines was sold out, but the other 2 were still available, and the sweaters were $15 each. Now, what was next? Was it the white trousers? I think it was the white trousers that were available as a separate, and those were $20. And they came with a belt, if I'm not mistaken. After the trousers, it was the faux leather shorts. There were 2 colors in those. Those are $15. And then they had a pair of shoes, which is a first for Defalucy to be selling shoes as a separate. She has not done this before. Series 1 was full on boots and sneakers. So this is the first time we're getting into like actual heels and shoes. And she had these like mesh high heel strappy things in white and in black. And each one of those was $20. I don't have this new body, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if it fits anyone that we know. But she's selling high heel shoes. The other thing that she sold was her open back bodysuit, and I think that was $15. She sold that previously with her first series of dolls. So it wasn't something new, but it was something that restocked. But yeah, I was sad. I was sad because I know the quality of a Defalucy clothing. It is worth it. I really loved these items. I particularly really loved the full presentation of like the white with the black stripes sweater with the white pants and the navy blue trench. Like, I would have gone for all 3 of those items. I even considered kind of switching the shirt for like the brown one, well, the brown sweater, which is available, but the trench coat, Oh, the trench coat was so good. But yeah, I'm a little sad of the timing because I was like, why would you release the separates so quickly? Like, was this series just 3? Is there no one else? And we really have questions because when the fashion separates were presented, the models that were modeling these looks were models that we've never seen before. And a lot of them we want to see again because they look pretty good, if you get my drift. So, Defa, what's the word? Are there more dolls in this series? Will we be able to see these fashion separates reloaded down the future? Why did you do this so fast? I have so many questions. Mostly because I care. If you've noticed, out of everything I spoke about in this video, the Defa Lucy stuff is the stuff that I care about. It's the stuff I've experienced and it's what I like. Okay? She's been good to me. She's been good to me. She's still on a positive note. Oh, but Defa. All right, and that concludes our latest doll news video. I am sorry. This was not one of the more positive ones, but we just had to be transparent and honest about some things around here, okay? And as I started this video, can the doll companies get together and can you like plan out when you're releasing things and not do it like this? Like, I don't collect everything out there, but there are a lot of people out there that support a lot of brands. And the way that things were being released was affecting a lot of people's thought process, okay? Because, well, you know, everyone's budgeting, okay? Everyone gotta go here and there. So can we plan this out better? This was a lot for 1 week. Even I'm exhausted. Not from reporting, because I enjoy this. You and me here, this is my happy place. But the amount of doll news I had to process, it was a little confusing and tiring, I have to say. Look at that. I even messed up the names of a brand while I was filming this. Yeah. Yeah, I hope they do better. I really do. But, you know, hope is fleeting nowadays. Oh, well. Let me put a pause on it there before I go down a rabbit hole that I don't want to go down because I can and I do not want to. So, I hope you enjoyed the news. I hope it brought you some enlightenment. And as always, till next time, adios.